see anything?
Over there.
It's an airfield.
Is that ours?
I have no idea. Do you think we can look for another one?
Wentz thinks. The aircraft shudders.
No, this one will have to do.
The crew know they're still over Germany. A runway here could be in enemy hands as the front lines are moving so quickly. And the runway they've chosen is much shorter than the base in the UK. But it will have to do.
Mixture control, auto-rich, hydraulic
They're
pressure.
dangerously low. No room to bail out if anything goes wrong.
Altitude 300, 250.
He's only going to get one shot at this.
Engine set to 2100.
The barely flying bomber comes in, right down the middle of the runway.
Altitude 200, 150. Landing gear down. Not yet. Wait. 100. Landing gear now? Wait. Now. Gears, down left.
Wentz deploys the landing gear as late as possible to avoid disturbing the balance. And moments later, wheels land. Wentz cuts out the throttle and hits the brakes. The aircraft rolls down the runway as relief washes over the crew. They taxi off the runway, glad to be alive, but unaware if they're prisoners of war or not. The men check themselves. They can't believe they're still alive. They carefully exit the stricken plane and thank the heavens that they're still alive. That is, at least for now. The airfield appears completely deserted, but then an American infantryman emerges from one of the buildings.
You aren't supposed to land here.
I don't have any choice. Look at the back of the airplane.
The soldier explains that they've landed practically on the front lines, and the Americans are planning on moving out. Wentz and his co-pilot glance at one another, not knowing what to do next.
Look, what's that over there?
The men are amazed. It's an incredible twist of fate, as the abandoned plane is a B-17.
Maybe we can take that airplane right there?
Hey, it's not mine. You can have it.
Wentz later discovered that the airfield they had landed in was home to KG-200, a special German unit made up of captured Allied aircraft used for training and covert operations. They had evacuated 2 days prior, all except this one bomber that had yet to be given German markings. Curious, the crew go to check on the mysterious aircraft and find it in rough but serviceable shape. The tanks are even full of fuel. It's too good to be true. They inspect and re-inspect and everything works. They start the engines, and with a last test of the control surfaces, Wentz feels confident they can get this thing home.
Ready to go?
Hold up. Our boys are bringing something from the old bet.
Wentz looks out the window and spots a gunner approaching with a piece of the Bf-109's wing.
Souvenir!
With that, the old aircraft comes to life and roars into the sky. They quickly get as high as they can and head for England. With no escort, no formation, and no ammunition, it's a dangerous flight. That is until they get well into Allied airspace.
What the hell is that?
Finally, and fortunately without the enemy spotting them, they make it to the coast of England. For the second time today, they're landing a B-17, albeit this time, one with all of its controls. Wentz makes a perfect landing and hears the celebration of his men over the intercom.
Well done, bud. You made it. You are the best.
I seem to remember we gave you a brand new plane.
Well, that one is down in Germany somewhere.
Klaus Hahn was picked up from the German countryside and brought to a hospital at Münster. His arm had to be amputated, but he lived to tell the tale.
Ich kann nicht sagen, warum ich trotzdem gerammt habe. Vielleicht Verzweiflung. Ich werde nicht behaupten, dass es Mut war. Ich hatte es bis hierhin geschafft, dachte ich. Also kann ich auch das Rammen überstehen.
In the end, the desperate attacks of the Sonderkommando Elbe were pointless, Germany capitulated just 1 month later. With just 150 pilots, they never had a chance to make a dent on Allied bomber formations. Allied High Command never even realized that they were under coordinated ramming attack until documents detailing the efforts were discovered after the war. After the attack, Wentz's crew was relieved of duties. That would be their last mission. They all returned home, and Wentz got to marry his sweetheart as soon as he returned back home. For decades, Wentz had no idea that the ramming had been intentional. He learned about it 58 years later in 2003, when a young author contacted him asking for an interview of what it was like to be on the receiving end. From there, Wentz got in touch with the Elbe veterans, who relayed the news of the crew's survival to Klaus Hahn. Hahn found himself overwhelmed with emotion and tears of joy to finally learn, after all these years, that he had not killed an American crew.
Did you hear about that bull turret gunner? He fell out of a plane without a parachute. Yeah, he's even luckier than us. They made a film about him that you can see right here. Yeah, you should click on it and watch it.